of 1997 was a very difficult one for Sepultura. It's supposed to be the best year of Sepultura, because the roots was exploding in the world. We already did a year of touring in Europe and South America. We were ready to go to Australia and Japan, but Max left in December '96, and everything fell through and fell down. Actually, it didn't happen. And me and Igor Paulo, we stayed together and we started to rebuild everything from scratch, because when Max left, he took the management, he took the trust from the label. We didn't only lost a singer, which was hard enough for any band, but we lost everything that we took 10 years to build. Max took it for granted, everybody gave that to him, all the work we did together. But we start from scratch. We wanted to change the name, we wanted to do something else. We came to our senses and talking to a lot of people, lots of fans. We had 3/4 of the band right there, so we felt that Sepultura was still, the spirit of Sepultura was still there, we didn't left. We did a few demos. I was the singer. Roadrunner was really concerned. I wasn't ready to be the singer, of course. And I am a guitar player, I didn't want to lose all the energy and time I put on the guitar to be a singer. But it was a great experience, nevertheless, to pass through that dark corridor and find yourself, and you start seeing a lot of doors opening and a lot of windows and light coming in and stuff, and then you realize you have a lot to do instead of being sad or crying over stuff that is not there anymore,
The faith is not the shape of the soul, just the heart and change of peace for pain. No mistake is big enough to bring you down. The wrinkles on your face is strength in your mind.
And just when everyone thinks that heavy metal has been totally exhausted, and for the most part it has. I mean, most bands just, it doesn't seem like there's any different direction you could take it in. And then Sepultura released their new album, and it's amazing. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's awesome,
A lot of people, they have this image that the band was one person, and that's something that's totally ridiculous. Since February '98, we've just been together, working and living together as like a family, really.
celebrating 30 years of Sepultura with you all. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Perfect that we started right here in Manchester with you all. Thank you very much.
Derek came in a very important moment. We already had like a few songs written for Against, basically almost at the end of '97. And he came down to Brazil because we heard the demo that he did for Choke.
It was pretty intense. You know, I really wanted to be a part of this group. I mean, especially after going to Brazil and meeting everyone, I fell in love with the place immediately. It just seemed so right for me. It just felt that I fit in. It's hard to describe, but it was really emotional. You know, it was just so many years trying and playing in different bands and trying to find the right combinations of people to work with. It was a moment I didn't want to miss out on, and I just wanted to give it my all and be myself was the main objective.
His vocals was really cool. He could do something different, you know, show a different way for Sepultura.
Being able to do a variety of voices, not only scream, but to have some melodical stuff that I was doing in the past, and having them be able to hear that, knowing that they can advance in the future and try different things was really important.
We didn't want to find any Max clone, just try to find something new, really. And Derek was the guy, you know, visually, technically, you know, vocally, everything, you know. We found the right guy to rebuild Sepultura with us, and that click was amazing. And he's still here 18 years after. I think we made the right choice, you know.
A big part of my life changed, but I was already prepared to make that change. Moving from the US to Brazil was a big change. Well, I had no family or friends there, so it was completely new to me. But I was really open to that. I really felt connection. It was difficult the first few years, not knowing the language and learning the language and trying to determine who my friends were and who my friends weren't, and finding people who were real, you know, with me. After a few years of really struggling, I started to find my way there, to click with the culture and the people, and now it's hard to be away from them. You know, it's really, I found such a connection. It really is a second home for me. As an artist, I definitely want to see myself grow, and I want to be able to evolve, and I believe I've been able to do that in Sepultura because it's really open to go in so many different directions and not be stuck in doing one thing or repeating the same thing. I think we all evolve as a band and individually.
It's just really a crazy new beginning, it seemed, you know, and so everyone was really kind of nervous and didn't know what to expect, you know. We just knew that what we had written we were happy with, and we just wanted to put on a good show.
If you put my first album with Sepultura Schizophrenia to the last album with Max Roots, they are very different bands right there. And we were growing up, getting married, having kids, traveling the world, you know. We were changing, you know. The names were the same, but we were changing for better.
The first album recorded the song that was used for an audition to be in the band. So when we actually recorded it, it felt great to do that song because that was the song that really got me into the band, and it was finally completed with everyone writing the song together. I had only heard it instrumentally, but then once we got together and worked on the lyrics and the vocal arrangement and everything, just having that song complete and done and hearing it in my headphones with the CD in hand was like an incredible feeling. It was a feeling of accomplishment, a feeling that this was just a start to something very special. It was an exciting time. Even playing the song now, it reminds you of that excitement of not knowing where it can go, but just knowing that it's going somewhere forward.
You know, a lot of people had doubts of what was going to happen with the band, and so once they saw that and they listened to the album, they were really, I think, reassured and just really anxious to hear, you know, something else as well, you know, like looking forward to the future. So that's what we really wanted, to have an impact at first and just have people stop like, wow, you know, and know that Sepultura is still alive.
We're gonna play something now, which is off the Intense album. This came out in '98. It's a very important song. Kept this band going. Goddamn right. This next song, it's called
To make part of Sepultura was like an honor, you know, like a privilege. I'm younger than the band, you know. When I was born, they were playing all around the world already, so it was crazy. I was a big fan of the band before I played with them. They are like a big band in Brazil as well. I'm Brazilian. That's the style that I like to play, the style of music that I like to play. It's really in my blood. That was like something really good that happened to me. I had like a huge responsibility, you know, to fill the shoes from Igor or Jean. Those were like great drummers. And when I first joined the band, I was only 20 years old, so it was a difficult time because all the fans, they were writing me and asking me, is he gonna able to play with the legendary Sepultura? Everybody's expecting you know, to do like something good. It works for me, you know. I had a lot of pressure, like from everybody, you know, from my friends, from my family, from the fans. It was a good pressure, I can tell. I had total support from the guys from the band, you know. They gave me 100% support. I always say it's not my fault that I'm young, you know, that I'm playing with like a band that is doing 30 years. And so it's not my fault. I'm sorry about that.
He fits perfectly with what we do in Sepultura and what he want to do as well on drumming. He brought new possibilities to my guitar writing. I mean, he really broke up, you know, our limits. You know, we stretched our limits of composing and on stage. And Eloy was there for us, and we were there for him as well. He was ready. I mean, it seems that he was getting prepared for this his whole life, you know. And it was a perfect time for us, and I don't know how can you explain that. I think we're very lucky. Yeah, Eloy coming to the band was like a godsend. That really was a great push, you know, for us. A great deal of motivation, you know, to keep doing what we were doing.
When we see like old pictures, it's like, damn, I'm still here. Grayer and older through the pictures, and then you remember the old times and the good times, the bad times, and you know, just like you appreciate to still be here, you know, doing basically what you like. It's a great feeling.
Me and Paul, I think we have a relationship that is almost like brothers, you know. We lived together. He came to my house when Sepultura moved to São Paulo. He was the first one who opened his house when I first went to Belo Horizonte, you know, to meet everybody, to join the band and etc. It's a love-hate relationship, I think. It's very natural, you know, it's like brothers, really. We know each other very well, you know, we know our families, all our adventures, you know, on the road. It is a very closed and intense, you know, relationship.
It's really good to make part of the Sepultura family. I spend most of the time of my life with these guys nowadays. We stay more time traveling on the road than staying at home. I love to be with these guys. I learn a lot. Like all the time that I'm traveling or spend some time together, we talk a lot. We have like great conversations. So I'm learning a lot all the time.
Sepultura family and my family are different worlds and at the same time the same. You know, it's like a ramification of what we do. We know each other. Paulo is the grandfather for my first child, you know. I was the godfather for Max's first son, Zion. Of course, Max and Igor were brothers when we started the band. Max and Gloria, our manager, married, you know. So we always had like a really strong family ties, you know. At the same time, that was really cool. It started a lot of problems as well, you know. You have to be careful to put business and family, friendship on different sides. You can talk about business stuff, you can fight over business stuff, and you can talk about personal stuff and also fight about personal stuff. You know, there are different things. That's our challenge, daily challenge. It's hard, of course it's hard, it's not easy, but in the end I think it's worth it, you know, because you have people you trust around you.
We've been doing this since we kids. I'm just very used to it, you know what I mean? Tinha que ser, né? Filha da puta.
We're still here together. I think it's very important that that base, you know, me and him holding up lots of different situations and problems and big challenges, and in the end we are here, you know, still jamming, enjoying the company of each other on stage and having a great time, you know. Sometimes I want to kill him, but that's okay, that's normal. I guess he feels the same.
thing that drives me is being on stage, being able to show your art and having that feedback immediately of what you're doing is a pretty incredible feeling. I haven't found anything like that ever. Doing anything else, it never gets old. It's always something fresh each time stepping on a stage. You've been working your whole life doing music, playing in bands, and then I had a chance to be a part of something that's very special. The last thing I'm thinking about is like a stranger, you know, in another place that I don't know, who's writing online. It doesn't really matter at that point.
Eu quero tocar porque eu gosto. É mais importante a minha vida. Mas eu não conheço Max ou nada de pessoas pensando, mas para mim é mais importante tocar e canta coisas eu gosto.
Being able to be on stage and prove yourself and record, you know, is enough for me as a musician, you know, to really get to know the guys. You know, it was like in my head that I wanted to have like an evolution as far as like being with the band and just growing with them.
We started touring back in 1989 and it was our dream, you know, really to go out of Brazil, to play outside Brazil, to meet our idols. And since then, I think that kind of excitement never faded away. You know, it's always exciting to be on the road. Every year we go to a different place, to a different town or a different country. We saw many places changing so much, you know, and tour is not only the stage. Of course, the stage is the most important, you know, to be there with the fans. After all, we are here because of that, you know, that experience. But it's a lot more, you know, we go to incredible places, we meet amazing people. And that's very exciting, that's very motivating, you know. It's not an office way of life. I think life on the road is this, you know.
Sometimes you get tired to be on the road. It takes a lot of effort to be here. You have to really like what you do in life.
It takes a lot off your body, you know. It's really physical. To be on stage, to be traveling the bus, to sitting in airplane seats, you know, traveling at crazy hours of the night, being away from family, friends.
When you stay too long in a period of time at home, you start to miss the road again. But it's just a vicious circle, I guess, you know? Like a circle.
Well, the guys are a huge hassle. I mean, they want like things like water and you know, food every day, which is of course totally unreasonable.
When you are on the road, you are sharing the space, like the bus, the dressing room, the stage. You are all the time sharing the space with like a lot of people. You know, we're traveling in a crew of 12, 13 people, and you're all the time like living with these people, you know, sharing your time with them. So sometimes you just miss a lot of privacy, you know, like your space, because all the time you are like, I don't know, like just with someone, you know, you are never alone. But it's also nice because you learn a lot of stuff, you know, you learn how to live in a group.
You're on top of each other consistently, but you get this respect for each other, you know, after the years of touring and getting to know each other's personalities really well. You try to do things not to piss off the other person, or you know things to piss off the other person. So it can go both ways, but you know, it's an important factor in touring with the band is being able to get along and being able to communicate when there is a problem, and being able to resolve that problem, and being able to compromise. I think that's something that's helped keeping the longevity of the band.
Sometimes you just got to the airport and need to go straight to the venue, play, go back to the airport and go to the next city. Actually, it's not the easiest way to know the world, to go to new places and have fun or see something new where we are working.
In the end of the day, I mean, you're really there to do that job, to perform. And it's the whole reason why I'm away from my family, my friends, so I want to make that moment count. I don't want to hold back anything when we're performing, what's the point? We travel long distances, many hours, bus, plane, shitty weather. For me, it's the most important part of the day where, forget everything that's going on in my own head, that moment's for those people that came there, spent their money to see you play, and we came to have that connection. It definitely wipes out any of the bad stuff. It's a powerful, natural drug.
Bicycle that I lived here in Europe together with some of our equipment, and that's an amazing experience. You pick up your bike and I go and I find fantastic places, either natural or museums or places that I didn't expect to encounter, and without the bike it would be impossible to reach those places. So I think the bicycle is really something. I think it's one of the best things I ever bought in my life. Just go and put my mind in a different place for a few hours. I try to enjoy, the city and where I am. I really love to travel and to meet people and observe.
What I really love is being able to capture a moment and listen to other people's interpretations after seeing the photo I may have taken. They may not have any idea what was going on at that moment. But for me, it brings back a lot of memories because I'm living that moment. I love the stories behind the photos as well, so I like to write about them. Being able to capture a moment that speaks so loudly in just one shot. It's always fascinating me.
I just live day by day. I want to have a good day today, do the best that I can, and I want to be better than I was yesterday. That's my fight, I want to do better music, better records. I want to do better drumming every night. When I go back home and I stay a few months without doing a show, or when we are working on a new record, it's a tough time because of that, because I miss that energy of the stage.
They're touring vets. They've done this for 30 years. Simple, easy to work for, easy to work with, easy to get along with. Just great guys, good dudes, good crew, good stuff. Invite you in like your family. It's really a dream come true for anybody who's a tour manager. Just to go out here and hang out with people who I've admired since I was a kid. I get to meet people who I never thought I'd be able to meet, and see cities and countries, and it's a pretty even trade-off. It's worth it. It's a good thing.
lucky to have a crew with us, you know. Before I joined Sepultura, I used to play with some bands in Brazil, and I didn't have a crew. I had to do all the setting up by myself, you know. And also after the show, you need to put your drums back to the van or back to the bus. It was something difficult, and we are very lucky. I just need to say thanks to these guys, you know, like grateful for all these guys to be working with us.
The crew is like it's an extension of you, but basically somebody that you really have to rely on and put your trust on it, you know, to make sure that the gig is going to happen. So far, so good. We have a very good crew, and we basically turn this into a big family and try to be as close as possible and enjoy the same things and try to, you know, time go by quickly and painless. You know. Sometimes can be hard, but we'll try to make it funny basis every day.
Their crew has been with them for many years, and it's just a well-oiled machine by now, and everyone does what they have to do. Makes it easier for me to do what I have to do. I mean, it's everything. Without that, it's chaos. You know, not the good kind of chaos.
You know, they are always perfect every night, and I'm really thankful.
I enjoy really being alone, actually. For me, that silence of being alone and being with my own thoughts to really go through everything that happened on tour. I need that time and that break alone, and it's something I really look forward to, the end of a tour. Even though a routine of just waking up, having breakfast, going to the gym, reading a book, you know, going to the movies, being able to hang out with friends. Those simple things, you know, I really miss, and especially a family, you know. The hardest thing I think is definitely being away from my son. That's always the top of the list, and missing out on a lot of things that's happening in his life. You know, who knows where the future holds, but I definitely feel that, you know, being in this band and doing what we do, you know, it's much more geared towards him than myself, how it was before. I mean, that's really changed. Before it was really just thinking about myself, but I feel now having a son that, you know, the focus is more on him. So this is something that I just want to keep it going and do absolutely my best. Such a tough sacrifice, you know, doing what we do on the road and being away from family and everything, but you know, it's for the betterment of our family. I just hope that, you know, he really understands this in the future. You know, a lot of what is happening while I'm away so much is really for him, you know.
I miss my couch, miss my my TV, miss my mom. Just kidding. I just want to go back home and I want to play the drums. Practice. Yeah, I miss that a lot because I'm playing every night the same thing. I'm doing the same show every night. I try to, during the day, practice, do something different on the drums. Because I don't have like the opportunity to sit on the drum set and play during the day, because the guys, they are doing the sound check, our crew, they are preparing the show. I want to have some free time practicing the drums and have some free time with my family. That's great for Christmas and New Year's. That's it.
Basically, when I get back home, I try to avoid everybody for a while. I go stop at the supermarket, get some stuff, and stay indoors for a couple of days, you know. Nobody actually knows when I'm coming home, except for my brothers and my mom. I need to get some time off for myself. I try to avoid a little bit just to have some quiet time, you know, after tour, which is necessary.
There's a downside that you stay away from your family a lot. I lost a lot of important dates, you know, birthdays or little parties in school, stuff like that. At the same time, I build my family doing what I do. And I have a spectacular wife, you know, that's really supportive to everything we do. And we build this together.
My toilet, my bed, you know, kids, for sure. The stuff that most touring musicians, you know, miss. They miss their family, they miss their familiar surroundings, but I wouldn't trade it. No way. This is a great job.
Brazil is summer now in January and stuff, so it's always a good time to be with family, enjoy. They are on vacation in school as well, so you know, it's perfect timing, perfect family timing. It's good to rest a little bit, recharge everything, you know, and listen to the stuff that you're working with a different spirit, you know, with a different approach, a more relaxed and clean focus. It'll be great. I can't wait. This is what I am, you know, it's what we are. I mean, this is something very natural for us.
Oh, this is a fucking 6-year trip.
I think a little over 60 shows with them now. A lot of the times I've gotten goosebumps. These guys are fantastic, excellent at their craft, a real pleasure to watch. I mean, you can really see the fans connecting with them. It's a treat for anybody, you know, whether you're a crew member, whether you're an opening band, whether you're a promoter. I've had people come up to me after the shows that were working the shows and just totally blown away. I can't believe the drummer's hitting so hard. I can't believe Andreas' sound.
Sepultura is my family.
Let them
It's our family.
Status temporal. Brasil, porra! Hello guys from Sepultura, welcome to London. Good to see you again. All the best.
I gotta say, if I don't die on Slayer on Tuesday next week, I think it's fair to say this tonight was the most violent shit ever. It was beautiful, it was heaven.
No fucking way! I think there are very few bands out there to do it, just like Sepultura does it. I think they are actually the best role model that most new bands can have. You know, just to stay down to earth, just keep playing their music, keep working on their craft. Forget all that stuff that comes with, you know, a momentary fame, and just keep going, because that's the thing that's gonna make you last 30 years.
Sepultura!
6 years I fucking waited, right? Cardiff 2009, I was that fucking close. Bloodstock 2015, fucking finally cried through the entire set, dislocated my knee, left shoulder again unfortunately, and almost did the same tonight, and it was fucking amazing.
Yes, my friend.
It's hard to sum up how amazing tonight has been.
Sepultura, like literally spiders on acid.
It's like family, you know. I've been to so many shows of them, you know. Like I came over there from Munich to London, and just pleasure, you know, to see these guys on stage, to freak out in front of the stage, you know. It's like it's the best thing in life you can imagine, you know.
That was small, we did 3 shows there, it was fucking insane. A few years ago. It's really a nasty, cool place.
Well, and they put like 100% into it. No half measures at all. It's a brilliant, you know, thrash metal band.
They're really heavy, like they're not categorised, which is really good.
They're good to their fans, they're aggressive, they're powerful. They seem to display a power that, that no band has sort of got together since Slayer's early sort of stuff. They've just got a really good feel about them.
From Brazil, what do you expect? You know, we are from Brazil, you know, fans from Argentina, from Chile, or from Colombia, they felt Sepultura was their own band. Even in Mexico and Spain, Portugal, that we have that kind of cultural connection, was really something that happened once, you know, with us. And it's hard to explain why. I mean, we were at the right time, doing the right things, you know, right choices. It really put Sepultura in a very special place on the metal world. 30 years of a band without fans wouldn't be possible. Since Max left, many fans had that kind of feeling of dividing, you know, I'm either with this or that and stuff. And now it's great to see people coming, talking about Against, you know, an album that people were just like, you know, like, this is not Sepultura, this is not that and stuff, you know. Now and people realize that this is very Sepultura. It's one of the most important albums of our career, you know. It kept the band together, it showed a new direction for the band. Every album we brought something new, regardless of the formation of the group, you know.
These are people who are really paying attention. They were there from the very start of when I got in, or even before. And they're very open-minded and very fair with their criticism, and I can really relate to that because they've been listening to it. There's other people who just never listen to it and they have a comment or a view, and I can tell from that comment or view that they've never been to a show, heard any of the songs, or maybe one song, or never really followed the direction of where the band has been going, where we've been.
It's not there anymore, finally, you know. I think the Sepultura fan now listen to the music, which is what we do, you know. We're not telling stories or tales of our own history. We play music, and people are starting to realize that all the gossip and all the drama involved in the separation is not part of it. Every day we give 100% on stage, and we have that feedback from the fans, singing the lyrics, and young and old. People who were wearing the shirt that they were like 92, 93, very happy, you know, to see us. It's great, man. We go back home with that feeling of mission accomplished, you know, really experiencing that reality, that real thing that we have on stage with the fans, you know. You cannot beat that, and you cannot fake that, you know, you cannot forge that. It's either there or it's not.
It's a good energy exchange, you know, when you have the fans and be able to do what you do and be appreciated. We still have the fire, you know, if you still have the passion. As long that still it is on us, you know, we're gonna keep going. And that's how I feel. Once you lose that, and might as well find something else to do.
I'm that fan as well, you know, I was that fan, you know, I still am a fan of music, so to be able to connect with a musical band or a piece of music is something incredible, you know, it really can change your life. I know it did for me, hearing certain songs and lyrics and things like that had such a tremendous impact, but for me, seeing it, it's incredible. It never ceases to amaze me. It's just that connection, no matter where you are in the world. You know, it could be a language that we don't even speak together, but we're communicating through the music. No matter what the religion is or anything, or the color of the person, you know, it's something that's always breaking barriers, and it's great to see that live and to feel that. You know, it's something very real and very honest.
That's our gasoline, that's our fuel. I am moved by that. I love the energy that goes on the stage. That's something like crazy, you know. That's something really good to be on stage and sharing all this energy with the fans. You see like the guys going crazy in front of you. They know like all the lyrics, they know all the drum fills. So that's something really intense. Something like that really gives me power, you know. When you have like a crowd that they are really into your music, they are going crazy, they're really having fun, that's the best thing in life for me, you know. And that's all I can say. Because I'm playing metal, some people they think that I'm playing something bad or oh that's metal, that's wrong, that's so evil, but not. Me and I can say for all these guys, we are just trying to give you something good, to give you some happiness, some joy of life. That's it, that's what I want to do always, you know.
I think what draws people to the music is the power, the attitude behind it. It's very, very honest. You can hear that in the music as far as, you know, there's four guys that were jamming in a room, pounding out stuff, and you see them on stage and being able to be happy on stage. I think people can see that as well. And just being ourselves. You know, we're really doing what we truly love, and I think this is something that transcends everything, why it's so accessible for a lot of people. People enjoy seeing that, enjoy seeing people loving what they do.
So if you notice any significant changes in the crowd, so over 30 years?
We're getting older.
A struggle.
is for you personally your definition of happiness? How do you define happiness? Would you say that you're happy right now in this moment?
Yeah.
celebrating 30 years of Sepultura. Thanks to you all, It's fucking great. Almost at the end of our tour, and we couldn't miss London, man. Thank you very much. Fucking awesome.
It's exciting, man. It's really one of the best momentums, if not the best times for Sepultura.
Wow, difficult question. I tried to think about that before, like what would I do if I would not be drumming, but I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I have no idea.
My life has been all about the band since I was 14, 13. So I don't know how it would be different. I've been doing this for such a long time and became a very big part of my life.
Very glad to celebrate the 30 years, play all the songs that we wanted to play and have a great time.
Music is everything. It's what I can say, I started playing the drums when I was 6 years old, so I don't remember my life without music. That's something weird. Like I don't imagine myself doing anything else in the world, I just love what I do.
I cannot see myself these days being out of this type of life.
It's no other feeling in the world being on stage and having people who are there to enjoy your music, and that natural energy that's inside, it wipes out so many of the worst feelings you could possibly feel. Extremely powerful.
I'm sure it's going to be changing in a few years from now, and I start to slow down a little bit because we're getting old and gray. Not really, but
been able to do that all over the world. It's been fascinating to look back at the photos and the moments that happened. It's hard to believe that had the possibility to go to some great places due to Sepultura.
75 countries now in 30 years. It feels good. I'm very happy with all the result of these 2 years of touring with the Mediator. Between Head and Hands must be the hard tour. Plus the 30-year anniversary, it's been amazing.
I'm very fortunate. People a lot of times complain about stuff, and when you really sit down and look, and you really have to appreciate what you have. It's still here, playing music,
It's that freedom of being able to do something that you feel and truly love, and having other people to understand that, to communicate that. That's something that brings extreme happiness to me.
It's my way to communicate with people. That's my way to give something to the people. Because like I'm not very good at drawing, I'm not very good at writing, I'm not very good at saying, speaking, you know. So that's the only way that I really can communicate with people. That's the way that I can give people some happiness or some energy or something good. That's always what I try to do. And when I'm playing, I'm not thinking about how many notes I'm playing or oh, I'm gonna do like great drum fill right now. No, I'm just thinking about energy and good vibes. And that's it. I wanna just like give something good.
It's just really never giving up hope and really believing in that passion, what you're doing.
I love to play, I love what I do. It feels great to be here, you know, not to turn our backs to the challenges that we faced and we grew up so much, you know, facing our problems. And Sepultura is very now, and that's why we're here. We're not locked in our past. We really respect our past. It's a beautiful history, unique history from a band from Brazil. But we're here now, you know, and it feels great. Our future just depends on what we do now, you know, so let's be here now.
This song was especially written for all of you, for all the fans that have been a part of the Sepultura history for many, many years. Sepultura, undivided.